Good morning. Welcome to Thinking is Contagious. Um, Let me play word association with you. Electric car, electric vehicle. What do you think of immediately? At least me, I think Tesla, right? So, Joe Biden and the left have this green initiative and this push for electric vehicles, alternative energy, green energy, charging stations, infrastructure costs uh, being paid through these trillions of dollars that they're printing up, and a lot of it aimed at that industry. And so, in order to better educate himself and his administration on the industry, they have a symposium, they have a meeting at the White House, and they call in the leaders in the industry to discuss electric vehicles, EVs versus the ICE, internal combustion engine, and the future and what they're pontificating is going to happen, which I agree is going to happen. The electric is going to take over. But they have this meeting and they want to learn, and they invite Mary Barra from GM, and they invite Farley from Ford, and they invite Volkswagen, and they invite Volvo. They didn't invite Tesla. They didn't invite Elon Musk. Now, if you've ever needed a clearer picture of what this administration is all about how Joe Biden is merely the front, the puppet, the Trojan horse, and the strings are being pulled behind the scenes by a politically agendized group of people, far left, anti-American, anti-capitalism group, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, AOC, the Squad, among others. If there's no, it's irrefutable at this point, the evidence of what is going on. You have this meeting and you don't invite the leader, the industry leader, a guy whose company is worth over $1 trillion in market cap, a guy whose personal wealth is more than ExxonMobil is worth as a market cap. He's not invited. You want to know why he's not invited? Because Mary Barra of GM and Farley of Ford, and the gentleman who runs Volkswagen and Volvo and Chrysler and Dodge and everyone else that gets invited to discuss the future of EVs is dependent. The government knows, the left knows they can control them with dollars, with subsidies. Tesla already started way ahead of everyone else, and their subsidies, federal grants, when you buy the automobile, the subsidies you get, the tax credits, so to speak, that you get, they're quickly expiring. In addition, Elon Musk doesn't need taxpayer dollars. He doesn't need government handouts. He's proven that. Elon Musk wipes his behind with the worthless paper currency that Joe Biden and his administration is churning out. Elon Musk is self-sufficient and dependent. And that goes really to the example of what we've been discussing of what this government is trying to accomplish. So they don't invite, they preclude the leader, the best of breed from this meeting in the industry because they can't control him. Same way that they propose taxes on the rich, because they know that the rich are not enough. There's not enough of them, and they need to pander to the masses. So all this is calculated. They can't control Musk. They know Musk doesn't need their money, but GM does. Ford does. Volvo does. So what do? They invite them to talk, and these talking heads are there, kissing their behind. That's why I laugh at all these people who say GM and Ford and Volvo and all these are going to catch up to Tesla. No, they're not. They're not even in the same league as Tesla. They're not even in the same league as Musk. As long as Musk stays healthy and is present, forget about all these manufacturers, forget about the space race, forget about nanotechnology. He laps all of them. And they know it. They know they can't control him, so they shut him out. In addition, they know Elizabeth Warren hates him, Bernie Sanders hates him, AOC hates him, so they shut him out. These people are not acting in your best interest. They are not acting in your best interest. And you will pay the consequences of wealth taxes, of inheritance taxes, of a minimum corporate tax rate. You will pay the price. Believe me, there's not enough. The same way there's not enough votes at the top, there's not enough dollars that they can squeeze, additional dollars they can squeeze out of the top. We've already talked about it. The top 10% pays 70%. The money has to come from mass, quantity of the population. You will all pay for it. You will pay for it. They may say, oh, you're not going to get a tax hike. You're not going to get a tax hike. You're going to pay more for gas. You're going to pay more when you go to the restaurant. You're going to pay more when you go buy your toothpaste and your toilet paper. You're going to pay more when you buy cars. You're going to pay more. This is a Ponzi scheme. And the only people that win, that have a piece of all of it, that is the recurring income stream, the tax dollar is their livelihood, is the politician. They are parasites. They come out of college and they make this a career. They get elected once and they have pensions for life. They have insurance for life. When are we going to learn? When are we going to learn? This wealth tax, you will pay for it. It will start at the top, 700. Oh, do you really think that anyone is dumb enough to believe that 700 families are going to fund this $1.5 or $2 trillion stimulus package? 5 minutes into it, 5 minutes into it, they're going to say, oh my God, we realize we can't. This isn't enough. We got to lower that threshold. It's not a billionaire's wealth tax anymore. It's 100 millionaires. Anyone who has 100 million or above, or 500 million or 200 million. But it won't stop there. It'll keep going. It'll be anyone who has 50 million. It'll be anyone that has 10 million. And one day it'll be everyone. Everyone. We all have to pay our fair share. So when you go and you buy a whatever, when you buy your a baseball card, when you buy a collectible, when you buy a comic book in the future, and you paid $100 for it, and it goes up that year to $1,000, they're going to tax you, even though you still have it, and the tax is going to come out of your pocket. And you don't want to sell it, but guess what? You're probably going to have to sell it. Check out what happened to the Robbie family with the estate taxes. When Joe Robbie died, the owner of the Dolphins, because the estate tax was so onerous, it was before Donald Trump fixed that mess. It was so onerous that the Robbies were forced to sell the Miami Dolphins for a few $100 million. Franchise that's worth now several $1 billion just to pay the tax bill. You're going to sell your baseball card. You're going to sell your comic book. You're going to have to sell it to pay the tax bill. You know why? Because the politician is not they refuse to wait for their piece of the pie. And they don't know if they're going to be in power 4 years from now or 8 years from now, so they want it now. They want you to pay the tax now. Open your eyes and see what this is. And then I keep looking here. I keep sending these messages. I keep talking to you about what's happening. And I look at the subscribers. It's the same. We're not moving. 112 subscribers. I challenge all of you to listen to this. Go out and tell 10 people about this. It's in our best interest that this circulate. It's in our best interest that this gain traction. It's in our best interest that this message receive the importance that it needs to receive. Our politicians need to hear this. We are on to their game. And if they don't change, we will not continue to vote for these people. And we can't continue to vote for these people. Subscribe. Share this thing. Work with me. I'm asking for your help. Work with me. Let's get that subscriber count to where it needs to be so that we can be heard. If you agree with this, I'm speaking for you. You are part of it. You can paste and copy this. You can send it to your friends. You can do whatever you want with it. Let's get subscribers. I'm asking you. I'm really asking you to get behind this effort. Thank you. Have a good day.